What is up? It is currently Monday morning, and today I'm going to be taking you guys through another day in the life and also my last Monday in Chicago before I live in Miami, which is pretty exciting. So, this is my first day of work back since I was sick. I still probably sound slightly sick, but I'm better now. So, I was sick a couple days, but today's schedule is pretty average, I would say. We don't have too many sales calls lined up, which is unfortunate, and it's mostly because I was sick over the past couple days. But that's something that we can easily fix, call some leads, pump the ad spend up, and get some calls on the schedule. So that's going to be one of the main concerns today. And I know we're also doing a bit of back-end stuff, trying to get a media buyer onboarded and on the team before the end of this week. And then also messing around with ChatGPT, seeing what we can do to improve the agency using that. So I'm going to take you guys along, like I said, full Monday in the life, showing you an actual average day of work and what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis to scale my business from 0 to 40,000, and now what I'm doing to go from 40,000 to 100,000 per month. So stay tuned. There's going to be a lot of value, and let's hop in. All right, so we are now in front of the computer, getting a bit of back-end work done, just analyzing some ad accounts. This is actually the agency ad account, so we can see all the numbers of what's going on in there. Got the to-do list pulled up. I can open up the calendar as well. Only one intro booked for the day so far, but of course, as we call leads, we'll get more booked in because we did have quite a few leads come overnight. So typically that's what I'll do is kind of wake up, prepare for the day, get ready, log in, get a bit of light work done. Probably gonna do this for about 20 minutes, just looking through accounts, seeing what needs to get changed, responding to clients in Slack. And then we're gonna go out, get an energy drink, eat lunch or eat breakfast, and then lock in after that. All right, we just finished up a bit of client work, actually launched a new client campaign. This is a client that went on pause and we just reactivated him, so that's always good. No cost per acquisition, since obviously I just texted him, said, hey, things different now, you want to set things back up? And he was like, yeah, I think it's the right time. So just finished setting up his campaign. That is live now, and we are about to head down, get an energy drink. It's about 10:10, so we actually did about 40 minutes of work there instead of 20, but that's typically the first work block in the day. And then I head down, get the energy drink, or drinks in this case, we'll probably have two. Eat chicken, which is like my lunch / breakfast. It's 10:10, so it's like, I guess, brunch. But once that's done, we're gonna lock in on calling some leads and really sales in general until probably like 6-7 p.m. And then we can go back to focusing on the more back-end work. And that's kind of why I have this schedule structured the way it is at this point, is because I used to wake up super early, and this is gonna be some advice for all you guys as well. There was a couple months where I would wake up at like 5 to 5:30 a.m. and it was a very similar setup, but I was super strict on having to go to bed by 9 p.m., which was like the first big issue. And the second big issue was that I would wake up and my brain would just kind of feel cooked. I'd feel like fried, and I wouldn't be able to get my most productive work done in the morning. So what I've now started to do is my current schedule, wake up anywhere from like 7:30 on the early end to 9, sometimes 9:30, even 10 on the late end. That way, as soon as I wake up, I jump into the client meetings, because for me, my brain doesn't fully function in the morning the way it does at night. So jump into client meetings, which you don't need a ton of brain power for, or get some light work done, like in this case, since it's a Monday. Mondays are typically less busy in terms of sales calls because you don't usually dial old leads on Sunday. So jump straight into the client meetings, then focus on sales the entire day, which sales is not really a task that you need a lot of brain power for. So it's easy to do that. And the other benefit of this new schedule is that a lot of times you guys will have clients who, especially if you're in Eastern time or Central time even, want to book in. Maybe they're in California at 6, 7, 8 p.m. their time. That's going to be pretty late for you. If you're in Eastern time and you have a guy booking at 8 p.m. in California, that's going to be 11 p.m. in your time. So for me, if I were to do that, it would throw off my whole sleep schedule before, but now I can easily take those calls. And I've had a ton of people closed after 8, 9, 10, even 11 p.m. at night, just because of the time zone difference, and that's when worked best for them on the call. The other benefit is that for me, my brain functions much better, I've found, after like 8, 9 p.m. And then from 9 until 12, 1 a.m., I can just go through, get the work done that needs to get done, and really have solid focus during those hours. So for me, that's what I've found to work best. If you guys might be different, if you're like someone who naturally does wake up with a fully functioning, very clear brain, then that might work better for you. But for me, and I also prefer to be awake later at night. I just think it feels better, honestly, than waking up super early. So that's what I found works best for me. Test it out. I always say split test, just like with Facebook ads. So split test, see what works better for you, and stick with that. But yeah, that's a quick little nugget for you guys if you want to know kind of what my actual schedule looks like on the more broad scale, even though I'm taking you along everything right now.
Yo, apart from bro when I ain't had bread, me I didn't hear from no one. I span that block on my pedal bike, and I didn't see no one. I was linking fucks and dogging them out and hanging up cars like hold on. Kinda weird, I missed that life, right, but it feels so wrong. Got paid but I had to stretch it, now I'm posted up trying to get it. She like, why you heartless, these hoes won't even get it.
Alright, it is about 12:40 right now. Just wanted to give you guys a check-in on what we're currently working on. So at the moment, we are actually going through a bunch of past sales call recordings and putting them into a Google Sheet. Then we're going to go to ChatGPT and put them all into there and ask them to reference like Alex Hormozi, Cole Gordon, some of these high-level sales trainers. Then assess based on our calls what's the best things that we're doing, what's the worst things that we're doing, and how can we change that, improve going forward. So one thing that I've realized recently is that's exactly what ChatGPT is very good for. And if you properly train it, then it's extremely powerful for your business because it can help you give you feedback that allows you to quickly change, adapt what you're doing, and improve. So I'm actually building out like a data library for sales, ads, customer success, general business, sales for my clients, ads for my clients, basically every department of the business, giving it as much context as I have on number one, what works, number two, what doesn't work, so that it knows kind of what I've tried, what I have running right now, and then it can look for weak spots and tell me where to improve, how I can make the improvement, all of that good stuff. So if that's not something you guys are already doing, I would strongly recommend it, just because again, the faster you move, the faster your business grows. And if you can move fast and correct or be correct most of the time, that's going to be a massive advantage on anyone who isn't actively doing the same thing. And when you can pull from some of these resources, like ChatGPT can cross-reference with some of the top people in any field and assess based on what you're doing, what you can be doing better, that's going to be a massive, massive lever for you to pull in your business to know exactly what to do. For example, let's say you've got like bad churn, okay? Then you can ask ChatGPT to cross-reference your processes and what you're doing with other people who you know are at a very high level, thereby giving you the context and the knowledge, the systems that you need to implement to fix your churn issue. And it's going to help you do it a lot faster than if you were to trial and error, A/B split test, multiple different strategies that you come up with on your own. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. But I'm going to lock in on this. I've got a sales call around 2 p.m., so in about an hour and a half. So at that point, I'll probably pick the camera back up, but I'm about to continue what I'm doing right now. We're also getting a haircut in a couple of days. So yeah, I'm going to lock back in.
I just need money and vibes, don't need none of that toxic shit. My social battery gone, I gotta stay out the mix. I'm tryna be so rich, I put that out in lit. Call you and say where you at, already know what time it is. What to win, I turn my back. So many man get scarred for life, so when I'm outside, don't know, I don't lie. Ain't gonna lie, I watched the dime, but I hit them hoes too, though I admit. Me and this bread get along too well.
Alright, it's about 6:22. It's been a while since I've checked in. I've honestly been pretty locked in, calling leads, making sure that we're getting demos booked. And we now have got 4 demos for tonight. I've got calls starting in 7 minutes at 6:30 up until 11 p.m. in my time. So we are locked in, 4 demos for tonight. We're 100% going to be closing one. There's no way I go 0 for 4 which is solid. But the Miami apartment someone else leased, so we were still waiting on this specific apartment to see if we would get it or the other people, and other people got it. So we're gonna have to go ahead and find a different apartment, which is completely fine. I did really like the other in terms of location, but the actual unit was somewhat outdated. So it's honestly not a huge deal. Guys, this is why you need to get a actual webcam, not a camera webcam, because you have to come behind the camera every time and switch it out just like this. But this is my daily struggles. 4 demos though, for tonight, pretty solid. Also have to find a new apartment to apply to first thing tomorrow morning so that hopefully we can move in on Saturday, and today is Monday. It's gonna be tricky, but we're gonna grind out, we're gonna figure it out, and yeah, hopefully we're gonna close one. Gotta go ahead and hop on though, because the meeting is in just 6 minutes. All right, it is about 9 p.m. now. I just accidentally sent my prospect the apartment I was looking at in Brickell, Miami, and then I sent him the payment link. And during objection handling, he left on the middle of the call, so we were still sitting on this call. But I have another call actually right now. I need to go ahead and send the link over, I just realized. So let me get that done real fast, but super busy with calls right now, which is always a good thing. What did this guy just text me? My phone died. Oh my gosh, the guy that just left the call said his phone died. I have another sales call as well right now. I might be cooked. This is a little stressful because this guy was about to pay me. His phone died. But I also have a demo with this other guy. Just turned on now, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. I have a demo with this guy right now though, so I have to send him the link. I'm gonna try and give this other guy a call real fast actually. Go ahead and collect payment. Let's give this guy a call, see if we can get him closed up. Oh, he's calling.
Press any key to connect.
Hey, I just saw your text about the phone dying.
Yeah.
All good. Where did we leave off?
Building the what's it called? The Slack.
Okay, Slack. All right. So you got the email, right?
The one for Slack?
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, and then you click on that, and it should take you to a page that allows you to set that up. Should be pretty quick. Like,
Full name?
yeah, just put in. You don't need to do a full name. You can just do first name. Okay, I just got the notification that you accepted that invite, so that is good to go now. And you're in there as well, right?
You're the one that says Chris Dukes?
Yes.
Dubie?
Dubis. Dubis. Very hard to pronounce.
Dubis.
All my teachers growing up used to say it wrong too. But no worries at all. Pronunciation is not my strong suit either.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah. You should see some of these guys that I've come through. I tell them, like, honestly, I don't know how to pronounce your name.
Yeah.
But all right, so Slack is good to go now. I've got you scheduled in tomorrow at 8:30, and then were you able to get that payment processed?
Let me see if I can get the agreement 1 second.
Okay, and that one should
Is
be
it the one that says Stripe checkout?
yes. Yeah, that'll be in text. That will say like buy.stripe.com. All right, time is 9:25. We just closed our last demo. Well, kind of closed. It's a 2-week trial, $400. Cash is collected, so it's a close, but it's kind of like a Diddy close, if you know what I mean, because it's a trial of 2 weeks. And I don't know what the chances he's gonna get like insane results in the first 2 weeks are. It does happen. We just had a client for window tint get $5,500 in jobs in the first 2 weeks off of $200 in ad spend, but that's not a typical situation, and I don't know if it's gonna happen for this guy. So he's either gonna be like a lifetime client locked in, or he's going to churn after the first 2 weeks, which would not be good, but we'll do a good job with the expectation setting. Make sure that he knows it's not an instant process. Like, first 2 weeks, he's not gonna get booked up like crazy. and hopefully we can get a testimonial out of him, which is like the condition that I had to do the 2-week trial, just because adds a little reason why you're doing it and also gets them hyped, thinking he already knows he's going to get me the results. He's asking me for the testimonial already. So it's one thing I'd recommend to you guys. But right now, we're about to be on another demo, last one of the day. This guy is in an interesting situation. He works for a wrap shop right now, tried his own Facebook ads, didn't work. I think he said he spent $600, got $800 back in January. He hasn't done a single job on his own, from what I've heard, since January, and now he's looking to make the shift. But he's just joined, so I've got to lock in, and actually I'll leave you guys on. How's it going? It is 11 p.m. We still have got quite a lot of work to do tonight. We have an onboarding call that got booked for 8:30 tomorrow morning, which is very unfortunate because I'm gonna have to wake up relatively early for how late I'm gonna need to stay up. But on the bright side, let's take a look at today's Stripe dashboard. 5 days into the month, we're up to $8,000 in revenue. So that is good. Just signed that nice PIF, and it's a good client. I think he's gonna stay for a while, to be honest. It just seemed like someone who I could really help out, and I'm glad that I was able to close him. He had 4K in the bank, and 3K was the pay in full, which is just what I charge. So like, unfortunate circumstance for him, but it's 100% something that he's gonna make so much more money back on. I could tell that he was way more locked in than the average guy I speak to, which is why I was, so excited to get him on board. I actually gave him a discount. I'm usually charging a bit more than 3K now, but I gave him the discount so that he could go ahead and get in. And yeah, we're gonna get things set up for him. I'm probably about to cook like a second dinner though. I've been slacking on that. I've been eating just like 2 real meals and then a small like snack as well. And it's definitely affected my physique, so I need to lock back in with eating 3 meals a day. I'm gonna see if Chipotle is open though. If not, I guess I'm just gonna end up cooking. Let's see. Oh, they're closed. Yeah, they close at 10 p.m. They close at 10 p.m. Yeah, so a bit too late for Chipotle, which is unfortunate, but yeah, probably just gonna end up cooking something here. Then we're gonna lock back in. Let's see what we've got left on today's to-do list. We've got to get one of our clients launch ready, set up ISA interviews, or not ISA, media buyer interviews, and then train ChatGPT a bit on our B2B ads just to improve that performance. Then we should be good to go. Getting the client launch ready is gonna take probably like 20-30 minutes. Setting up these other media buyer interviews, probably another 10 to 15 minutes, and then ChatGPT probably 30 to 45 minutes. So we should be able to go to sleep around 12 to 1 a.m., depending on how long dinner takes, I guess. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on all of that, and I will talk to you guys in the next clip. All right, we decided to head to Starbucks. Was looking for other restaurants because I don't feel like cooking at all, and I've got a lot of work, so ears are popping on the elevator. Headed to Starbucks. Hopefully it's open. It's supposed to be 24/7, but I saw reviews saying it was not open when they went, so we'll see. Elevator's opening, so I gotta go. All right, it is currently 12:30 a.m. We have just finished up final work of the day and shut things down. So I was right on time with my prediction of when I'd be finished up. I said anywhere from like 12 to 1. It's now 12:30, so right in the middle. We're about to head to sleep, take a shower, and then we've got onboarding early morning tomorrow, but you guys will not be taking along for that. So without further ado, subscribe, join the free Discord, comment down below what I can improve on, and next vlog is gonna be hopefully me moving to Miami.